Mid-County Fire Protection District reported on Facebook there was a boat that caught fire.
Yeah.
June 27th, about 12:14 in the afternoon. It was at 565 Marina off Twin Rivers Point Road in the Greenview area, about the 33-mile marker. But you see the pictures there and just wild.
Yeah. So if you know where Bulldogs is, it's right over there in the same cove that Bulldogs restaurant is. And great little marina, 565, great people over there. I know a lot of those folks. So the personnel from the fire department were called out, and apparently this boat had been fueling, and this has happened a lot the last few years. You get some of those boats, the inboards, and you've got to really air those things out, or the gas fumes get stuck inside that little compartment there. And then, you know, sometimes a spark from the ignition, or if somebody's smoking around there or whatever. Like, we've had 4 or 5 of these in the last few years. So apparently this boat, you know, starts on fire. Folks from the marina, from what I understand, had to push it out away from the marina out into the middle of the cove there, where it burned and then sunk, right? So it completely burned this boat, apparently. Highway Patrol identified the boat driver, a 70-year-old man, and a passenger. One was injured, the 35-year-old man. They were both from St. Joseph, apparently. Neither one had been wearing a life jacket at the time. That's another huge problem. You know, if this happened out in the middle of the channel or something, somebody obviously could have drowned or whatever. So pretty scary stuff. I mean, we think of boats as they're all fun in the sun and everything. You got to be careful with these things.
Sure. And as you saw earlier in the show, the drive safe, boat safe reminder from our friends at Price and Randall. And you saw the couple of photos there. One of those was Captain Lake Ozark Boat Charters. They're right next to 565 Marina. They posted that photo. And I did want to say, anytime you see something like this, you know, I always want to use it as an opportunity to educate. And so you mentioned, right, that when you're new to that, when you're refueling those inboards, right, you really have to let that compartment air out so those gases don't build up there before you start up your boat. And that is kind of what looks like happened there. Real miracle that no one was fatally injured.
Yeah.
Boat a total loss. But here's a reminder, always let that compartment air out. And more importantly, always have a life jacket on when on Lake of the Ozarks on a vessel. This reminder to drive safe, boat safe, brought to you by Price and Randall Injury Attorneys.